everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to the Northern Kentucky Spotlight podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Brookbank. Today, we are joined by Paola Monzon, the owner of Milk and Beans Cafe in Crescent Springs, a unique coffee shop that is designed to be a fun space for parents and children. It's really exciting. I'm excited to introduce you all to Paola and let you guys see this new concept. Thank you to our sponsors, CVG, our title sponsor, C Crew Consulting, our digital sponsor, and Haran and Heartland Bank, our episode sponsors. Have you registered for the Business Impact Awards yet? That event is going to be held from 4 to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, May 3rd at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center. Each year, the Northern Kentucky Chamber recognizes local business leaders and innovators that are positively impacting the Northern Kentucky Metro through innovation, creativity, strong business practices, and leadership. Don't forget to register and check out our special messages from our finalists on our social media channels and on our Vimeo page. Also, April is National Volunteer Month, and the Northern Kentucky Chamber wishes to acknowledge our volunteers, all of whom make our region a great place to live, work, and play. We asked our board vice chairs to share their thoughts about what makes volunteerism so important. You can hear what they had to say by checking out our social media channels, or you can find our Volunteer Month highlight on our newsletter. Now, let's meet our members of the week, hear from our sponsors, and I will introduce you all to Paola.
CVG Airport is the lowest fare airport in the tri-state region with 54 nonstop flights and direct international service to 7 destinations, including Paris, France, and now home to both DHL's and Amazon's global cargo hubs. The airport is furthering its position as leader in aviation and is deeply committed to being an economic driver for the community. You can learn more and start your next adventure at cvgairport.com.
Ranking on Google Search and Maps is easy to understand, but hard to do. It requires constant effort and attention, uploading new photos, responding to Google reviews, writing weekly posts, and checking suggested updates. Google listing optimization takes experience and time, and there are no shortcuts. C Crew gives your Google My Business account the steady, consistent attention it needs to be effective, optimizing, updating, and expanding critical content every single week. From local retail stores to large regional networks, C Crew generates content, establishes benchmarks, and creates dramatic, measurable increases in engagement. So what can C Crew do for your business? More calls, more clicks, more clients.
Congratulations to our members of the week. You can learn more about these businesses by following the Northern Kentucky Chamber on social media, where we will highlight one of these businesses each day. Now, let's meet our members of the week. BAYWAC serves adults with disabilities or other barriers to employment through rehabilitation and employment opportunities. Mark Spalding Construction is a full-service, turnkey general contractor that specializes in commercial design build projects as well as construction management. TMS Americas offers a suite of research-based assessments to empower individuals, teams, and organizations, as well as boost effectiveness. Jenny Trosper Coaching, LLC, specializes in empowering individuals to create the changes they need to make in order to claim full responsibility for the direction of their lives. The Buckman Agency proudly serves Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana for personal and commercial insurance needs. Mobility Plus is dedicated to providing quality products to empower individuals facing mobility challenges, whether their need is temporary or permanent.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. Today, I am joined by Paola Monzon. She's the owner of Milk and Beans, a coffee shop in Crescent Springs, where I'm currently at. Very cool concept, so we're going to talk about it, but if you do hear some strange and unexplained noises, Paola will explain that for us. So Paola, tell me about Milk and Beans. It's a really different type of coffee shop than what people normally see.
Yeah, so thank you for having us. Milk and Beans, it's a coffee shop with an indoor playroom for preschoolers. We call it a playroom cafe. So the whole idea is that parents and caregivers have a place where they can chat, sit back, have a nice cup of coffee while their kids are entertained too. So no chasing around, not really worried about that, their safety of what they're doing, because they're pretend playing and imagining, and they're having nice conversations with their friends.
Yeah, or they are jumping around with balloons, as they are in the room right next to us. So one of the things I think is so cool is that you've designed and curated this space specifically for families with young children. Why is being kid-friendly so important to you guys?
Well, it was important for us to create a space for young parents of young kids because there's nothing like it in the area. Even in the greater Cincinnati area, there are indoor playrooms, but there's not a place actually meant for parents of the young kids. Being a parent of a young child, it can be a very isolating experience because you don't have anywhere to go or that you feel like you belong. Because kids' places are, you should watch them and follow them around, and you're not really having fun or much less having a conversation with someone that you go over. Um, and adult places are not catered for kids, they are designed for parents of young kids not to stay that long. So we want to offer the community a space where they could come over and feel that they would belong and be welcomed and everyone can be happy.
Yeah, and it's very fun when you walk in, immediately you see this huge enclosed play area. You have a lot of really nice open seating. And then obviously you guys have a ton of coffee offerings as well, and you work with local businesses and make stuff in-house.
Yes. So we are a specialty coffee shop. We do espresso-based drinks. It's not like your fast coffee chain coffee experience. So we craft every shot by hand. We do our alternative milks in-house, our oat and almond milk. We try to use the less additives as possible. We also use like organic syrups with just sugar instead of corn syrup. So we have our signature drinks, like for example our honey single latte, which is raw honey and not honey flavor, which is rare in a coffee shop. And we also have food options, and we have kids food options too, which was important to us.
Yeah, and that is awesome. It's really inviting for young parents, obviously. That's kind of the whole idea. But you guys also offer the space available for rent for parties and other things.
Yeah, so because of our unique concept where we have the playroom and the dining area, it's an ideal place for private parties. So we rent out the space. We can have the open coffee bar, the dining area. We rent it out for private parties, but also what we call semi-private parties, where you can just rent out, this room and be during opening hours sharing the space with our customers.
Yeah, and when you think about the importance of being kid-friendly and having the space for parents, what do you think that other local businesses can do to kind of be more kid-friendly? Obviously, they're not all going to put in a big enclosed play space, but what are some things that you think that other business owners can do to kind of help make that life less isolating for young parents?
Well, definitely a high chair helps a lot. A lot of places do have high chairs, but some of them really don't. And you, as a young parent, you notice that right away. And also changing stations, you really have to move things over when you want to change your baby when you go someplace, because you're obviously not going to change them at the table, and restaurant owners, they don't want us to change them at the table. So if you have spaces where we could do that, that's also an inviting experience for the customer. And there are these slings for car seats where you can put a car seat instead of turning over a high chair that some restaurants also do. So yeah, just those little things I think would help a lot.
Yeah, and you guys aren't just for families. Anybody can come in here and enjoy this stuff. What do you think makes your space, approachable for everyone?
Well, we have a big dining area. We have a lot of places that you can work. We have this great meeting space. So this private room, you can use it for private meetings. We can set up a table and chairs. We try to have a good coffee and food experience for customers. So you don't need to bring a kid to enjoy it.
Yeah. And if people want to get in contact with you to rent this space or learn more about you, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, they can check out our website, which is milkandbeans.net. They could also come over or call us anytime. We also have private events, and we have classes for young kids and adults. So
Very cool. Yeah, it's a really fun space. I encourage you guys to check it out. And Paola, before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to say to our podcast guests about your business, about your founding, anything like that?
Well, if you think of a way that we can partner with you, we are more than open to it. We have a lot of partnerships with local businesses, like those classes that I mentioned about. Other businesses come and do them for their own advertising and ours. And we also, some of our suppliers, our big suppliers, are local businesses, so you can reach out to us. And if not, even come visit us for a cup of coffee and you won't regret it.
I've heard it's a good cup of coffee. I'm gonna get one right after this. But Paola, thank you again so much for joining me today and inviting me into this space. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. It was fun for me too.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Shannon Schumacher, Account Executive, Kentucky Market Leader. At Haran, we champion bold innovation to help employers and individuals thrive. As an industry thought leader, we explore new horizons in healthcare, benefits, employee engagement, and wellness. We work harder to deliver all the strategic benefits, planning, and execution you expect from a true partner. And we do it with laser focus on your short and long-term outcomes to help manage your benefits while improving your employee experience.
So Heartland is celebrating its 110th anniversary this year. Recently, we partnered with the Kinkle family and the Fisher family in northern Kentucky, Boone, Kenton, and Campbell counties. And we have 3 offices there to serve the northern Kentucky region. Just remember, when the economy heats up, come see us at Heartland Bank, where banking really feels good.
Come on over to Heartland, where banking feels good.
Hi guys, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Paola. It was really exciting to get to go to Milk and Beans, but unfortunately I didn't get to show you guys much of that space. It was packed full of kids because it was raining, and Paola says that's usually one of their busiest days. But if you do get the chance to check it out, I encourage you to, especially if you're a parent with young kids, you're looking to build community or just get out of the house. Don't forget to get your tickets to the Business Impact Awards. That's going to be a really fun event where we announce the winners for the Business Impact Awards. We have some really great finalists, so check out our Vimeo page to hear more from those finalists. And unfortunately, if you were wanting to attend the Outstanding Women of Northern Kentucky event, the event is now sold out. But if you keep an eye out on our social media channels, we will be highlighting those honorees. I really want you guys to take a chance to get to know those women making really great changes in our community. Thank you again to our sponsors, CVG, C Crew Consulting, Haran, and Heartland Bank. And finally, if you're a member who would like to be featured on the podcast, or if you're someone who would like to join the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, please reach out to Lynn Ablin. You can find her contact information on our directory at nkychamber.com. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you next week.